Think you're dealing with an earthbound spirit, attachment, entity, whatever you want to call it, name them. Yeah, let's give you an hand. So before we start, my name's Luke. I'm a psychic medium. The way I actually got into mediumship was dealing with a astral being, an entity. It was very dark. It was very scary. It went on for a long period of time, almost 2 decades. It was very intense, let me tell you. And in doing so, it sent me on a lifelong journey of absolutely loving, delving into things, understanding energy, understanding spirit, consciousness, all that. So when it comes to dealing with these types of frequencies, beings what are possibly refusing to cross over, beings what are trying to cross over but they're confused, beings what are just confused in general, or any of the things in between the frequencies. There's a lot of stuff, guys, let me tell you. There's a lot of things on those astral planes, the different frequencies. You would be surprised what some things look like, what they do. It just is what it is. It is what it is. There's a lot of everything. So anyway, when you are dealing with these things, they always usually come through during times of vulnerability. 1, 2, 3. And when I say vulnerability, I usually mean mental, emotional, and quite often physical vulnerability. Sometimes it's physical environment, sometimes it's your physical health. They are the times when your field is a lot more open, your energy is a lot more raw because you're feeling a lot more. It's a lot more, you're a lot more authentic rather than feeling distracted. You're very much in the moment when you're going through, say for instance, family crisis. You're going through life difficulties in terms of financial instability, maybe romantic difficulties, maybe there's loss what you've experienced, or ill health. And at those times, your energy system outside of yourself sort of loses its intensity. Your frequency drops because your health drops, right? You've not got the momentum, you've not got the flow, you've not got the stamina, you've not got the fire in your system you usually would do. And also, especially when it's more so mental and emotional impacts that you've been taking, a lot of people then tend to rise in addictive behaviour, in impacting behaviour, sometimes self-sabotaging, and creates more, say, mental and emotional destruction around them. Like sometimes it's in terms of like alcoholism or anything else in terms of substance, etc. So at those times, especially when you engage in that behaviour, you're more prone to picking up things. If you're more sensitive towards energy, especially mediumistic energy, then you are a lot more prone to picking up these things. So one thing what you can do, because the way these gain access is through low frequency, is boost up your own essence. The reason why I'm saying this now is because a lot of people over the past couple of weeks have mentioned about feeling like there's something around them, as though there's attachments there, they need to deal with something, they're feeling overly emotional on top of everything else what's happening, things don't necessarily seem right. So in terms like that, one thing what you can do is connect with yourself, support yourself mentally and emotionally, and that's going to work on your frequency. Working on your frequency starts building up your layer of protection. A lot of people use protection in terms of promoting fear and projecting fear out into their energy field, right? So nothing bad comes around them. But in essence, that's going to weigh heavy. What you want to be doing is raising up your frequency so it projects out into your field, and that strengthens your field. Anything lower in that frequency cannot step towards you. If you're building that up over time, the strength behind that is going to be strong. So when you have a weak phase, or you have a phase where you're more vulnerable, it takes time to burn down. You can then build it back up quite quickly. So yeah, much love. If you want more, give us a follow. Peace out, guys.